Are you guys tired of spending hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on fragrance? If so, I got you covered. That's right. Today I will be telling you guys about perfume oils. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are confused and have no clue what fragrance oil even is. Okay, so think about it like this. So your standard bottle of cologne, right? When you know there's obviously oil in it and there's alcohol as well. When it comes to colognes like these, EDTs, EDPs, parfums, elixirs, intenses, they all have oil, but not a lot. The oil on this fragrance is probably really only filled up to here, and the rest is just diluted with alcohol. That is not the case for fragrance oils. This is 100% just the oil. Now the oil is what gives the fragrance its scent. So if you really think about it, like, this is all the scent. There's nothing diluting it at all. Okay, just think about it like this. This is $150 retail, and this is $17. And this is the purest form of, fragrance oil. And this is probably only around 15% of the actual oil, and the rest is alcohol. So yeah, if you're worried about, colognes being unhealthy for you, perfume oil, fragrance oil, cologne oil, whatever you want to call it, is definitely much better for you. It has no alcohol whatsoever. The fragrance oil I got was 1 Million Lucky, and to be completely honest with you, this smells, I'd say, around 80% similar max. Some people would say this smells absolutely nothing like it at all, but I do get some hints of Lucky. I was honestly a little disappointed. I thought this was going to smell just like Lucky from the reviews I've seen, but honestly, if I'm really being honest, this smells probably even better than 1 Million Lucky. You really get that plum in the top. I'll put some on right now. Yeah, you really get that plum in 1 Million Lucky, but like times 10. This thing just really amplifies the plum. It smells super realistic, and you definitely get this like soft undertone of this kind of a little bit of this warm spicy sweetness that it just smells so good paired together with it. Another note that's obviously not listed in Lucky, but I definitely get in this, is brown sugar. And you guys are probably confused about that. Like, what do you mean it smells like brown sugar? Brown sugar smells good, especially paired with like this vanilla kind of plum scent. This thing is smelling scrumptious. But yeah, if you want a fragrance oil to smell exactly like 1 Million Lucky, do not get this. I purchased this from myperfumeoil.com. Now, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, are asking, what is the longevity? What is the projection like? And I wore this all day yesterday and all day today, so I can really, get a good feel to how long this lasts and how it projects. And this does last around, I would say around 6 hours before you can barely smell it. Super, like, it's probably on you for at least 12 hours, but it is such a skin scent. After 6 hours, you can barely smell it unless you're like, have your nose all up, wherever you have it, like that, But yeah, the longevity is definitely not bad. Just becomes a skin scent around 6 hours. But the projection on this thing is kind of trash. I cannot lie to you guys. In third period yesterday, I remember I was asking my friend if he could smell me. We were squished against the wall because we had something with the gym class or whatever. And he could not smell me, like, at all. I applied it everywhere, and he said he could barely smell me. I'm like, wow, okay. So yeah, projection, not the greatest, but when you first put this on, I would say it's decent I'd probably give you like 2 feet max, because I remember I put it on a fresh coat. I went to my mom, asked her if she could smell me, and like, she was like on the other side of the kitchen, or like, say I was here, right? I'm right here. She was probably right around here, and she could smell me. So when you first put this on, you'll get a good, amount of projection. But as it dries down, you're going to get much less. Probably by the 3rd hour, it's probably only going to be like 1 foot max. Now I'm going to show you guys how to apply this for the best results, best longevity and projection. you have to go insane. You have to, like, before I already put a bunch here, I'm going to put some here too. I'm going to go a streak down my arm, a couple streaks, go a couple streaks down this arm right here. What else am I going to do? Oh, yes. Always go here, just go insane, like a little doodle pen. Just go everywhere, around the neck, behind the ears, keep going, keep drawing, behind the ears there, behind the neck. This is literally, use it as a, like, sunscreen, a rolling sunscreen. And honestly, you can even go on your clothes too. It'll last even longer. And you could definitely smell it. So yeah, just go everywhere a bunch. And I see a bunch of people dabbing it. You could do it, but just do it lightly, because you will destroy the fragrance notes if you rub pretty hard. So just be careful of that. Gotta get the arms. Arms are great for projection. But yeah, ideally, I feel like that is the best way to apply your fragrance oil. I'm sure you guys know who Tropstar is. He actually put me onto this. He actually said this was his most complimented fragrance of all time. So yes, this thing will definitely pull compliments. Smells super good. Definitely not really like Lucky. It has a lot of Lucky aspects, but if you spray this next to Lucky, people are definitely going to know it's two different fragrances. But this is just so convenient. Look at the size of this. You can just, look, like, I can just put it in my pocket right here. No one can see it. Like, I could just pull it out whenever, just, re-up really quick. It's super convenient. Like, I'm not going to put this Burberry Hero in my pocket. Can it fit? It could. Imagine walking in school with a Burberry Hero in your pocket. That's absolutely insane. But this, just, you can put it in your book bag, in your pocket. It'll be safe whenever. And the great thing about these is that they don't expire, because it's 100% oil. The only reason why colognes expire is because of the alcohol in it. This, you can put it directly in the heat and it'll be completely fine. I even remember Tropstar saying that whenever he would put it in the heat, it would actually perform a lot better. So if you want to do that, maybe suntan your, fragrance oil and get better results. I don't know why I got it for my chair, but I just felt like it. But I feel like this is just such a good, replacement for cologne, especially if you're on a budget. If you want to smell good, but for cheap, you can always go with a fragrance oil and be safe. I have some friends that are, they love wearing niche colognes, but one of them in particular, to be honest, I have never smelt him before. I've never smelt him. And he has he has a good amount of fragrances. He's very passionate about fragrances, and I have never smelled him before. Please don't be that guy. You could get this for $20 and everyone could smell you if you just apply like crazy. Look, I've probably done that. Like, I applied this probably like 10 times. I've just been reapplying a lot, and like the black was where the fragrance started, and see, it barely moved. And look at this. This bottle is going to last you a very long time. I think for trips or just, I don't know, whenever I go out with my friends, I'll definitely keep this in my pocket. When I get my own car, I'm going to probably be getting another fragrance oil that I can just keep in the car for the go. Whenever I need a fragrance, I could just go, and put one on, and I'll be perfectly fine. So yeah, adding on to the last video, this is another reason why you cannot be smelling bad in 2024. This is literally $17. $17. You can either buy this or you can go to Chick-fil-A. Instead of Chick-fil-A, just buy like anything. 1 million Lucky perfume oil, any perfume oil, anything. And you're gonna be smelling great, especially if you're not into cologne. If you don't have any fragrances but want to smell good, please, I'm begging you, get a perfume oil. Okay? Thanks. I just keep like moving back and forth, and I could really smell this thing. Once, I'm telling you, when you apply a lot, people are going to smell you. The projection is going to be a lot better. Make sure to dab all around. Like I said earlier, be careful though. Don't do it too harshly, or else it will ruin some of the notes of the fragrance. But yeah, this thing just smells so good. $17. There's no reason why you should be smelling bad in this time and age. I gotta stop with those zoom ins. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what's actually hilarious? I realized that I always go like this in my videos. Like I'm always just like, it's kind of like a fidget. Like I don't know what to do. So I'm just randomly touching my face, touching my chin. Tell me if you guys notice that too, because I need to stop it. Like seriously. I think that'll be it. You know, my little take on why I feel like perfume oils, fragrance oils are the best substitute for cologne. If you made it this far, I want you to comment peppermint down below if you made it this far so I can see. I really appreciate you guys. Jesus loves you guys so much. See you next time.